Good morning guys, hello and welcome back to my Flosstube channel. My name's Laura, also known as Butterfly Stitches 83, also known as Cotton and Clay UK over on Instagram, and this is my little area of YouTube where we talk all about cross stitch. Hello, welcome back and thank you to anyone who's returning from watching me in a previous video. I love that you come back and say you enjoy coming back and seeing what I'm sharing, so thank you so much for that. And if this is the first time you've seen this great big moon face, then hello, welcome, stick around a few minutes. I hope you like some of the projects that I share, and if you do, I would be so grateful if you could hit the subscribe button. I'm sort of edging in on 2,500 subscribers, so it would be absolutely amazing to reach that milestone. So if you could help me out, I would really appreciate it. What have we got today in today's video? I feel like I say this every single time, but it's going to be another long one, guys. So grab yourself a drink, a big project, whatever you want to work on while you're watching me. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should start doing these bi-monthly because then they wouldn't be so massive, but yeah, apologies, it's going to be a lot going on in this video. Today I've got 2 new finishes to share with you, plus a start and a finish, 1 new start, 5 progress on 5 whips. I've got a little bit to tell you about Cotton and Clay, which is my stitch and accessories business. I'm announcing the giveaway winner from the last video, and I've got just an epic amount of haul because it has been my birthday in August. So I've got presents. I've got some lovely Stitchy kindness that people have sent me. I've also got presents that I got from my husband and kids, and then I've actually got stuff that I've since ordered with my birthday money as well. So I've got like a massive amount of haul to show you, and then if I've got time at the end, we'll do a little tiny bit on plans. So that's what we're here for. Get cozy, get comfy, and yeah, we'll crack on. Before we start, I just wanted to do a couple of designer shout outs, which I don't know if I've done before. Obviously I talk about designers as I'm showing the projects that I'm stitching, but these are just 3 designers that I wanted to just mention right off the bat. The first is Jen from Wolf Down Rabbit Hole. A lot of you probably already know her and watch her Flosstube and follow her on Instagram. She's absolutely lovely. I'm hyper grateful to her at the moment because she's been doing unboxing videos of my Summer of Stitching box, which was so sweet of her. But this is kind of old news now because I wrote a note to talk about this and then it was like a month went by but until I did a video. But she, for those of you who don't know, she's just recently relaunched and rebranded her coffee shop, which is now called Wild Dragon Crafts, where she's got some awesome patterns and also some really adorable scissor fobs. So make sure you check out her new shop, Wild Dragon Crafts, if you are looking for some more unusual and fun patterns that are just like good fun, especially if you're big fans of Fourth Wing. That's all I will say. I will link, of course, all of these people in the description so you can check them out easily. My second shout out is Stitchy Princess Black. Some of you might have seen on my Instagram 2 or 3 weeks ago, I shared that I'd recently bought a couple of her patterns. I've bought patterns of hers in the past as well. I really love her unique style of designing. She is Ukrainian. She's still living in Ukraine. She shares quite a lot on her Instagram about the devastation that the war is causing over there, and any like digital patterns that you buy from her are sort of supporting her to sort of get through this. I believe I think her husband, so as I understand it, the men have to stay in Ukraine to fight, obviously, and she didn't want to leave her husband, so she's there as well, understandably. I wouldn't want to leave mine, and it's just it's dreadful, but it's definitely worth following her because she is being very candid and honest and showing exactly how awful the situation is over there, which is horrible for us to watch, but I think important for us to watch because we need to be aware you know, we need to keep this horrendous war at the front and centre of the news cycle and of our minds. So I definitely appreciate what she's showing. I feel for her, I worry for her, and yeah, she's also a fantastic cross stitch designer. So please go check out her Etsy shop. Again, I will link that down below, and I will show you in my haul section the 2 beautiful patterns that I purchased from her. And lastly is the Little Stitcher shop, which is also an Etsy shop. She is a Little Stitcher Design on Instagram. Again, I will link these all below. She's an absolutely fantastic designer. I've stitched a couple of her patterns in the past. She does lots of bees, lots of seasonal, lots of like history related stuff. Like I've seen stuff about the witch trials, which is like really amazing patterns. She does some literature related stuff. She's got some really cool, unique patterns and like a really awesome designing style as well. So definitely check her out. So those 3 are 3 sort of unique designers that have a very specific style, which are all beautiful. So yeah, please check those guys out and show them some love. And I also have a Flosstube shout out. So Alison is a wonderful customer of mine. She's very, very sweet. She was very understanding when we had some issues with her summer of stitching box reaching her in Australia. That's a whole other story, but she's absolutely lovely, and she stitches some beautiful work, and she's just started a Flosstube channel. So she is the Dotty Daisy, _Dotty_Daisy on Instagram, and her YouTube is the Dotty Daisy as well. She's got 1 video up so far, but it's really great. She shows cross stitch and embroidery. Some of the embroidery is absolutely stunning. So make sure you check out that channel and subscribe to her. Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. If you have any recommendations for floss tubers who have just started, just on 1 or 2 videos, then please let me know in the comments, or if that's you, please tell me in the comments so I can go and check you out, because I love like watching Flosstube from the very beginning of their Flosstube journey. So please do let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it. That's my shout outs. So let's move on to stitching. Bear with me, it's first thing in the morning. I haven't had my breakfast yet. I didn't do a live update, did I? So not much to report other than it's school summer holidays. We've got next week is the last full week, and then a few more days for me in my area and my kids. It's been mayhem. It was mayhem before the summer because I was trying to get all the summer stitching boxes out, and since the kids have been out, it's been so busy. We've been here, there and everywhere, which has been really nice. We've had people round, we've had my son going out with his friends. It's just been manic. We've got more busyness coming up. So earlier this week we went to Clacton for a few days, which was really fun. Before that we went to Butlins for a week, which is actually awesome fun. I went last year, but yeah, this year it was just great fun. The kids were slightly older. We went with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law and their kids, and it was just great fun. The shows were great. The new setup, I don't know if they've got this in all of the Butlins. This was in the one at Bognor Regis. They've got the brand new like arcade gaming centre, which is like got VR, and it's got, you know, shuffleboard and, you know, all of those types of things, and it's just, that was great fun. Yes, that was a great trip. So that was a great trip. We had a great trip like 2 days away this week, just at the other end of the county in Clacton, and then I was back at work yesterday, and then I'm working again in about an hour's time, which is why I'm quickly cramming this video in. And then I've got my nephew's birthday tomorrow. We're going out. We've got my friend's son's birthday on Monday, so there is like loads going on. So it's been a really fun holiday. The kids have been challenging, but you know, could be worse. But we have had a lot of fun as well, and it's in some ways, yeah, it'll be nice to slow down slightly. I mean, in terms of me personally, I'm not going to be slowing down much, because even once the kids go back, then it's full on planning for vending at Stitch in London, and my advent calendars. So yeah, it's it'll just be a different kind of busy. But no, it's been good fun. I hope your summers are going really well. And thank you for all the feedback from everyone who's been doing Summer of Stitching as well. I like to hope that my emails and my gifts on that are helping get you through the summer. So, sorry, went off on a tangent there. But yes, suffice to say, it's early morning here, very early morning. Haven't had breakfast yet, haven't had a drink yet, so apologies if I'm supping water through this, just so that my mouth doesn't go dry. But I have to squeeze this in before I have to clock in for my day job. So let's crack on with cross stitch, because I'm well aware it's been 10 minutes. I haven't showed you a stitch of cross stitch yet. So first of all, I've got two finishes. The first one is this beauty, Honeybees and Stitching Please, from the awesome Primrose Cottage Stitches. I think when I last saw you, I'd done about half of this, and my aim was to finish the second half during the month of August, which I've done, and I'm dead pleased with it. I had to frog, so where it's got bees, I had to, I'd done the slightly wrong shade of teal round the letters, and I was going to leave it, but then it just didn't pop properly, so I had to pull that out. And because I'd done that first, then it was really hard to pull out because I'd done all the other stitches on top, so that was a bit of a challenge, but I'm glad I did because it just gives it that kind of pop that I really like. Yeah, absolutely love it, absolute beauty. These size projects from Primrose are like quite easy to stitch in what I would call, so 2 or 3 stitching sessions for me. Stitching session is usually like 3 to 4 nights. So not too taxing. I already had all the colours from their other bee projects that I've stitched. So yeah, this is 28 count antique white Zweigart even weave, which I use for most of the projects that I do of theirs, and largely called for colours except maybe one shade of yellow. I think it's one shade off because it wasn't available. So yeah, that's my finish, or one of my finishes for this month. I didn't allow myself a space to put my projects when I'd shown them to you today, so that was bad. I'm going to end up with a big pile. My second finish, I'm so chuffed because I wasn't expecting to finish this month. This was on my list to finish next month. As you guys know, I'm a little bit of a stickler for keeping my lists and my schedules, but I sort of did one bit of it and I thought I could easily do that last bit in the next couple of days. Let's just get it done. So it's an unexpected finish, and it is Stitchy Tear by Erin Elizabeth. It is so gorgeous. Let's go close. I have loved this from start to finish. It has been an absolute joy to stitch. Smaller than I thought it was when I looked at the pattern, which is good because it meant I got a quick win out of it. But even though it's small, it's so dainty and delicate, and there's so many like beautiful little features, like the stitching on the gold on the sewing machine, and the long stitch on the bobbins. Little buttons are so cute. The little tomato, the detail on the tomato, absolutely adorable. Absolutely love it. One of my favourite finishes of the year. I stitched mine from stash using a combination of Weeks Dye Works and Roxy Floss. If you go onto my Instagram, my Stitchy Instagram, which is Butterfly Stitches 83, I've shared this one, and I've put, have I shared it yet? If I haven't shared it yet, it's in my drafts and it'll be shared very shortly. And I'll be putting a list of all of the threads that I used in case you want a copy. But the joy of this one, I think, is you could stitch from stash quite easily, just picking your own colours. That works really well, lends itself really well to that. So yeah, my second finish of the month. And my third finish is a start and finish, and you've seen these every month, and I'm chuffed because I'm going to be nearly finishing them now. So as you guys know, if you're regular viewers, I've been working on the 12 monthly minis. By the way, this is a Charly Feathers needle minder. I don't know if I ever show you that. That's the one I use for these projects. Absolutely love it. I've been working on the 12 monthly minis from Primrose Cottage, and yeah, I love it. I love them. They're so cute. They're going to look so, I've already seen a like box / shelf thing that I want to buy that's got like 12 small like holes where you could stick 12 pillows. So yeah, that's how I plan to display them. And I can actually make pillows. That's one of the finishes I can do. I mean, not very well, they're a mess, but I can do it. So yes, so I've been working on the 12 monthly minis, and obviously this month is August, and this is the 12 monthly mini for August. Absolute beauty. Again, it was totally easy because I just started cracking on with it after I finished the honeybees, and I already had all the threads, because Primrose tend to use similar thread colours for all of their bee patterns. So yeah, absolutely love it. So we've only got September, October, November and December to do. September's is beautiful. Let me try and show you without showing the pattern. September's is little sunflowers. You can't really see, but it's a cutie. Yeah, so excited to try that one. So yeah, 3 finishes this month. Go me. I'm quite pleased with myself on that one. Bear with. I really should have had a proper drink before I started this, since I've just woke up. Okay, so next on to new starts. I had 1 new start this month, but it's an absolute beaut. I've been waiting to start this one for ages. This was actually my birthday start. I've had this one in my stash for about a year, just been waiting for the perfect time to start it. And it's Peacock Pincushion by Cottage Garden. Sorry, I've got a fly in here now. Cottage Garden Samplings. I mean, look at this. It is so stunning. My nerves are that this is not the sort of pattern, I don't think, that's going to be able to be fudged. So if I mess up, it's going to be a problem. Just because, like, if I miscount around here, say, then that's going to mess up this. And if I miscount here, that's going to mess up this. So it's a pattern that makes me a little nervous, because you guys know I'm quite a simple stitcher, really. I don't do much fancy stuff. Not that this is fancy per se, but just you can just tell I can't mess it up. Or if I can, then the fudging will be, you know, no joke. So I am going to try and concentrate, and that's what I've been doing. So yes, I was chuffed to finally start this, and here is where we are. Let's fold this in a bit, otherwise it's going to cover my face, which might be a good thing. So here's where we are. I've done the beautiful peacock head, and I mean, that's gorgeous even as it is. It's absolutely stunning. I know it's going to be an absolute stunner of a project. And this first bit didn't actually take me that long. It's beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to work on it some more. This is one of my needle wonders from my cotton and clay shop. I'm using the cord for DMC, and this is 28 count fabric, even weave, from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. She doesn't name her fabrics, so I can't tell you which one. She kind of does different dye lots, but I'm sure she's got something similar that you can grab. Yeah, I just thought it really lent itself to this pattern. I think it just looks great. So yeah, very, very chuffed with that one. A very exciting new start. So there you go. Oh, let's not have the magnets stick together. That would be good. Okay, so that's my finishes and my new start. Let's move on to whips. So worked on, oh, you know what? I said 5 in the, no, it is 5 whips this month. First one is rather exciting because I'm hoping it's going to be a finish next month, and it's a project I've been working on for quite a while, and that is Modern Folk Embroidery, Big Stitch, Big Tree. Regular viewers have seen this previously. It was the exclusive from Jacob at Modern Folk Embroidery at Big Stitch, not this summer, last summer. So I've been working on it pretty much since then. But I'm getting close, and this is going to be one I'm just so excited to finish. So yeah, I really went to town on this at the beginning of August, and sort of did a huge chunk, probably about a third really, in one go, which is not like me at all. As I say, I work on things usually for only like 3 days a piece, but I think I worked on this one for about 6 and just really went to town because I wanted to get it to a place where I felt it was manageable to finish in the next month or so. So enough of all that, let's just show you it. Here is my interpretation. I'm so pleased with it. So last time I saw you, I hadn't done any of this. This was all empty. I'd done this side and I'd done down to about here. And if you recall, I'd said to you that I'd messed up around here somewhere. So instead of carrying on, I wanted to do this edge first so that any like mistakes could be fudged in the middle, so they wouldn't like be too glaringly obvious, which is what I've done. So I'm really happy to have got it to that point where I've got a completed border. I'm sort of like fudged the bit that needed to be fudged, and it still pretty much looks fine. And just got load done, like so chuffed with it. This is I love this project so much, and I will be so excited to finish it. So I've just got the big sort of vase that goes in here, vase jug thing, and then the writing at the bottom and the rest of the border at the bottom to do. So I'm kind of hoping I'm gonna sort of do my best and crack on with it this month, or sorry, rather September. So when I next see you, hopefully I'll have a finish on this, or at least close to a finish. The fabric again is a 28 count even weave by Coffee Craft, and the floss, let me show you a close-up of the floss, is Paint Box Threads. The thread pack is Indian Summer. Yeah, they've been an absolute joy to stitch with, and I love the sort of bright look. I know it's a bit odd. Obviously this is kind of made to be like a red sampler, like a traditional sampler, and I've just thrown that out the window and I've gone like bright. But I kind of like that, and I think it kind of goes because that's kind of the joy of Jacob's designs. Like, well, I guess that's why it's called Modern Folk Embroidery. It's like a more modern, unusual take on more traditional Quaker and sampler like patterns. So yeah, I'm chuffed with that, and I cannot wait to finish. So who knows, maybe hopefully I'll have a finish on that one for you when I next see you. My next whip is my regular monthly whip that we are cracking on with, and it is Star Parade Designs Quacker. And I don't use I use a paper pattern, so I don't count my stitches, but I'm kind of, based on sight alone and from talking to Shell at Cheesecake and Cross Stitch, who's a little bit further ahead than me and who does use digital pattern and counter stitches, I'm taking it as I'm over 50% now. I must be, or at least very close. So here's where we are. Again, I worked longer on this than usual this month because I just wanted to really break the back of some of it. As usual, I will be shuffling back to show you this beast. And here we are. It's 27 count Linda Zweigart in the colour grass. The floss is this beautiful variegated, actually you can see it better than usual, and now that I've got a bit of block colour in the duck here, you can see the variegation in it. It's a beautiful like lemon yellow into cream variegation. It's Lemonade by Weeks Dye Works. And this little guy, as always, he gets a little plug. This is the little duck needle minder from my Etsy shop. So this month I've done, I can't remember if I'd done this bit when I last saw you. I think I'd done this bit, but the little duck here, the snowflake, and this bit here, I certainly know. So yeah, I think I'm over 50%. Even if I'm not over 50% in stitches, I'm over 50% in time, because these last bits, obviously we've got these, right, so I've got this big guy to do. I think that one's going to have quite a lot of logic to it, so I don't think that will be too bad. Same goes for this one. These two I think will be more of a challenge, especially this bit. I'm kind of leaving this bit till last, which I probably shouldn't have done. I should have got it out early, just because I know that I'm going to find that all that negative space difficult because I'm just rubbish at stitching negative space. So that bit I think will be the biggest challenge, but these guys are going to be quite easy because there's going to be a lot of filling in going on over there. So yeah, I like to hope that I'm getting there, and hopefully, well, I should be on schedule to finish for my aim of finishing by Big Stitch 2026. In theory, I should be finished. So I stitch on it every month. I have Ducky Day, which is the second Sunday of the month, and that has really helped me actually. That's really helped me to stay on schedule with it. I just named that as Ducky Day and to myself. And that's really actually helped to keep me on schedule with it. I have been stitching on it religiously every month. It's the only project ever, but certainly this year, that I've stitched on every single month consistently, and it's really helped because I've really made some progress on it, and I plan to continue to do that. I'm probably going to have a month off in December because I'm going to have loads of Christmas stuff to stitch on, and I'm going to have the Modern Folk Embroidery Evertoe Christmas Advent design. Oh, God, I'm so excited about that, which takes up a lot of time in December. But even if I skip December, I think I should be done by March or April, well in time for June. So fingers crossed. Might leave the last couple of stitches, I think a few of us might, so that we can ring the bell at Big Stitch. That'd be exciting, and I think Jacob's going to be there again, I believe, so we can have a picture with him with all our Quackers. If you want to see more Quackers, lots of like beautiful interpretations of that on different fabrics with different floss. If you use the hashtag Quackalong, you'll find some beautiful examples of that amazing pattern. I don't know if I mentioned the designer on that one. Oh no, I was talking about, right, forget what I'm saying. We're not going to have pictures with Jacob for this one. We're going to have pictures with Mikkel for this one. That's the designer, Star Parade Designs. I'm getting myself confused with the last one. This one, I'll be having pictures with Jacob. So yeah, Star Parade Designs is the designer for Quacker. Make sure you check out his Etsy. He's got some beautiful patterns on there. Right, but I will be having a picture with my other Quackalongers, which was the idea. So, next whip. Hang on, my notes have gone to sleep. There we go. Notes have gone to sleep. Let's put them back up. I have to have notes, or I go... You think I go off on tangents as it is. If you saw me without notes, we'd really be in trouble. So, my next whip is another beauty. I mean, I love all my whips. Obviously, I wouldn't have picked them otherwise. But yeah, this is a lot of fun as well. This is 22 Balloons by Barbara Anna. It's quite different for Barbara Anna. It's quite a different one, and I just love it. I mean, I love most of her patterns, but she's brought out some new seasonal series with these beautiful girls with these beautiful dresses and all seasonal colours. Absolutely stunning. I might have to get the winter one because it's amazing. But this is my 22 Balloons. This is going to be a long-term project. I'm just going to be doing little bits on this as and when I can. It's going to be well into next year, probably the year after. It takes me quite a while because I'm doing it on a 32 count and a fairly darker shade, which for me is, I know 32 is nothing for some people, excuse me, but for me in my eyes it's actually fairly challenging. So I have to take this one slowly, but I love it. I love the colours, and here's where I'm up to. So this is 32 count Azure Blue, so I got. The colours are all called for DMC. I just love them. It's all the called for, apart from I changed this to a slightly darker shade because my fabric was slightly darker and I needed it to contrast. So yeah, that's where we're up to. The new bits are this balloon and this little bit of the house down here. I love it. I love it. The colours are insane. The next bit is this beautiful sun, which I can't wait to stitch. So yeah, and this is one of my needle minders that I made to go with this project, that you can find in my Etsy shop. Yeah, I love it. It's another super fun project. This will be in my whip pile for a long old time. I'm not planning on rushing this one. I don't really want to rush it, to be honest, because much like the Big Stitch Big Tree and the Quacker, like I'm kind of enjoying the long process of it, which I think is quite nice. It's just what I think is the reason I love having multiple whips. I know some people just like to have, like, they're quite monogamous with their stitching, which is like, you do you, of course, if that's what you like doing, and you're probably achieving a lot more than I am. But I'm not like that at all. I like to have lots of whips. I probably don't need as many whips as I've got. You'll find out in my New Year whip parade. It's all got a bit out of hand. Yeah, I do like to have multiple projects to work on and sort of come back, and then you end up, this sounds a bit twee, but you end up stitching them across a period of your life, and then when you look back at that project, it will be like, oh, I remember all those months or those years that I worked on that. So that's kind of what I love about having a long whip. But then I also love having sort of quick and fun ones like the stitching tier, so I like the combo. Right, we've got 2 whips left. The first one is one that I pulled out after quite a long hiatus, and it's the Stitch in London exclusive by Yasmin Made with Love that we got at Stitch in London last year. I also have the box, so I need to finish it so that I can mount it on there as shown. Let me show you the picture a bit better. There was actually 3 patterns in here. Let me show you. I'm doing sort of the bigger sized one that fits on the box. There we go. The 2 girls stitching, and the idea is that you put the initials of the people, some stitchy friends or the people from your table. I chose to do it in a combination, so as you can see, Yaz charted it to be, you know, the big one in the blue, the sort of long taller portrait one in the red, and then bits of both on here. And I decided to just get both lots of floss and do the landscape one in both colours. Those colours are Roxy Floss Royale is the blue, and I want to say Merlot. It's a wine. Is it Merlot or is it a different? Whatever, I'll find it and put it down below, but it's Roxy Floss, and they were the colours called for it. Oh, so in which case, it'll probably be in here. Bear with. Royale and Merlot, I was right. Okay, so here's where I am. Again, I think this is the same 28 count coffee crafts fabric that I used for the Peacock. And yeah, that's where I am. I think last time I showed this, which was a while ago, I'd only stitched 1 girl and a tiny bit of the border and a tiny bit of the writing. So I've done a load more writing, a load more border, and I've started the 2nd girl and her embroidery. So my plan, I'd love to have this in my finish list for 2025 as well. This one is a bit more of a long shot, but I do have a plan. So what I thought would be quite nice is if I finish the words inside, the Union Jack on the other side, and I finish the girl and her stitching before Stitch in London, and then I can save the border for Stitch in London and do that while I'm there, because I thought it'd be quite nice to do. I mean, by rights, I probably should have finished last year's pattern before I go to this year's retreat, but anyway. I thought it would be quite nice to stitch on that while I'm there, and the border could be quite straightforward to stitch on when I'm chatting away. So that's the plan, and then you never know, it might end up being a 2025 finish. It might not, but hopefully it will at least be close to a finish in 2026 at least. So just to explain what I mean, I've used a combination of the red and the blue together. Especially like the Union Jack, I've kind of just done the back stitch in red, and I feel like that makes it pop a little bit. And I've just put little red accents here, and just using the red as an accent colour really, and the blue for the main colour. Yeah, which probably means I might run out of blue, which I really hope I don't, but hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, so that's where we are. This is my exclusive needle minder that I made for people to buy at last year's Stitch in London. So that's that one. And last but by no means least is the one I'm working on right now. So it's still in the hoop. I've still got some hanging threads. I was working on it last night, so I'm sorry about that. Thankfully, I do have the pattern to show you this. You just had to take my word for what it looked like last video, because I'm crap and I don't edit and I wouldn't have a clue how to insert a picture. Well, I mean, I would, but if I try and edit my phone, like, yeah, if you're wondering why I do this as a long stream of consciousness, by the way, it's my phone memory is so rubbish that if I try to, takes long enough just to upload it to YouTube. If I tried to put it in the editing software, work on it, and then bring it back out of the editing software, it would take me like 5 days. That's why I don't edit, and that's why I don't put any thumbnails in. So I do apologise if that is not slick enough for you guys. But I'm not slick. I've never claimed to be slick or professional in my life, I don't think. Sorry about the constant water drinking. So I do at least have a printout of the pattern this month. Yay! It is Love Poppet Whale of a Time. Absolute beauty. This is one, I tend to plan most of my new starts throughout the year, apart from a handful. And this was one in that handful. Did not plan this. I had regretfully left Love Poppet's Patreon just because I didn't have capacity for any more patterns, even though I love them. And then I saw this, the teaser of this, and I was like, oh, back in. Had to get back in to get it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think this was her Patreon. I keep forgetting what month, like May or June. But it may well be in her Patreon shop. If it is, I will link her. Well, I'll link her Patreon down below anyway, because all her patterns are epic. But yeah, it may well be in her Patreon shop by now. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I just had to start it, and started it with a few friends. All my friends, well, most of my friends are now finishing theirs and making me feel terrible. But hey ho, it's not a race, guys. It's not a race, so I'm going to be okay with that. But it is quite inspiring, actually. Seeing them finish theirs is making me want to crack on with it, so that's good. So here is mine. Here's where I'm up to. A little need reminder that I made to go with it. That's also in my Etsy. I think last time I saw you, I had just done this bit, and my friend Lorna pointed out that it looked like something, and then I couldn't unsee it. That was another reason I had to stitch. I was like, no, I need to get rid of that shape. So anyway, we added this fin, and we've added the tail. The outline, is nice to get the outline done, because that outline is where you can go wrong, I think, or for me anyway. And then last night I was working on all the innards. I've very nearly finished the inside of the tail, and then I'm going to take this to Stitch in London for filling in. I like to take stuff to retreats that's just like filling or simple patterns. If I was trying to do this bit or the outline at the retreat, that would be a recipe for disaster. So that's where we're at. So yeah, we're making some pretty good progress. I think it's actually quite a quick stitch, because doing the inside florals doesn't take too long. The filling in is obviously time consuming, but it'll be quite straightforward. So you never know, it might end up being a finish early next year. We shall see. The fabric is, oh, it was mentioned in the last video. Picture this plus Crystal Monet. Keep pronouncing that wrong. The crystal, I think, is because it's opalescent, which is gorgeous. But it's not difficult. I know some people find it difficult to stitch on opalescent, like it distracts from the holes, but I actually find this one quite easy to see the holes. I think it kind of lends itself to this colour. So yeah, that's where we're at. And hopefully I'll have some of that filling in done by the time I see you on my next video. So that's all my stitching, if you can believe it. But that is by no means the end of this video. I have many other things to show you and talk about. Right, bear with me. I'm going to bring some of this stuff where I can reach it. Okay. So before we get on to haul and birthday haul, I just want to talk very briefly about my small business cotton and clay. You know, I like to show you my minder of the month. So every month I choose a minder from my collection. Sometimes they're new ones, sometimes they're existing designs, and I make that my Minder of the Month. You can join the Minder of the Month Club, which is a PayPal subscription that you can, it's, you know, you're not locked in, you can unsubscribe whenever you want, and then for only £5, including UK delivery, you get sent whatever the Minder of the Month is, or you can get it for £6.50 on my Etsy shop. This month's Minder of the Month is a new one, and I love him. He's quite a lot of fun. He's my little llama. So it's using like a pale, well, the clay, I might as well tell you the clay name because it says it all. The clay is called Sahara. And then I'm using some texturing to make it look like wool. And then he's got some hand painted sort of llama kind of cartoony features. Yeah, and his little feet as well. So he is Minder of the Month for the month of August. So you have got 10 days, whatever it is now, to get hold of him. Either sign up to the Minder of the Month Club, which is we link down below, or get him for the slightly discounted price in my Etsy shop. From the 1st of September onwards, he will be back to full price, and there will be a new Minder of the Month, which I think is going to be something Halloweeny. I've got a couple in mind, and we shall see what we decide. I like to decide on a hoof, if I'm honest. Okay, well, that's not true. I semi-plan it out, but sometimes I just decide on the day. Right, so also in terms of small business news, my advent calendars are going on sale on the 25th, which is Monday. I was going to do a separate video about advent calendars, but it will take me 2 seconds, so I'll just tell you it now. I've got 4 options for this year. So we've got 2 24 days and 2 12 days. So we've got a 24-day general Stitchy advent calendar, which is going to include patterns, fabric, exclusive cotton and clay accessories, plus lots of other Stitchy goodies, 24 parcels. Then there is a 12-day version of that with only 12 parcels. Then I've got the needle minder only options. So I've got 24-day needle minder one, which is, yes, 24 needle minders for hardcore collectors. And then I've got, again, including some exclusives, that designs that are exclusive to the advent calendar. And then I've got a 12-day one with 12 parcels, each containing a needle minder. All of the details are on my Instagram. And if you sign up to my email list, that's the best way to be the first to know when everything goes on sale and how you can get one. The window for ordering is going to be quite short. It's going to be 25th of August till the 8th of September, I think is what I've said, because I just need to know how many I'm, you know, going to be making so that I can crack on and get them out to you in time. And the other thing, and I am offering to pay in 3 instalments if you want. So if you, obviously that is a short window, but if you want to commit to getting one of the advent calendars and just paying a third up front and then the following 2/3 each month until November, that would be absolutely fine. So yeah, all the details are on a pinned Instagram post on my Cotton and Clay Instagram account, and also sign up to my email list before Monday, and then on Monday you'll get sent all of the details on what you need to do to order your Stitchy advent calendar. Yeah, so that's that. Let's move on from plugging and start looking at haul and Stitchy kindness and birthday presents. I was so touched by the birthday presents I got from my Stitchy friends. It's just been so lovely. Yeah, I just, so sweet. Like, I was away on my birthday and was in Butlins, and then to just like get these presents and well wishes, and it was just so nice. So thank you so much to everybody. So my first present / Stitchy kindness is from, oops, sorry, my list has gone to sleep again, is from the lovely Sarah, Cross Stitch Sarah. She sent me a lovely card and then another card when she sent my present, and absolutely lovely. And 2 gorgeous presents. Oh my gosh. I'll take this out of the plastic. Oh, actually, no, I'm not, because then everything will come out. So the first is this adorable little bee kit. How sweet is that? Amazing, very much my colours. It comes with all the floss and the beads and the like canvas to stitch it on. It's so cute. I love it, and it's so much a piece of me. Awesome present. Thank you so much, Sarah. So sweet of you. And I will take this out of the packet, and this really sweet little needle minder. My Big Toes Designs needle minder. Might have to look them up. This is so sweet, with a butterfly and a flower on. Obviously she knows I love butterflies and bees. She knows me well. So thank you so much, Sarah. If you don't already, please go and subscribe to Cross Stitch Sarah. She posts really regular floss tubes and they're always wonderful. So make sure you go and check her out. And I got a lovely present from the amazing Charly at Stitches with Charly Feathers. So beautiful. Oh God, I love it. She sent me this gorgeous bag. Oh God, I've let it get so creased. I'm so bad, aren't I? Should have got it all nice to show. How gorgeous is that? I love the flowers and the beautiful butterflies. It's so cute. Little drawstring bag. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Charly. Oops. And again, gorgeous needle minder. Oops. I should have took things out of the packet first, shouldn't I? I do apologise. More butterflies. Look at this. Super shiny. This one's from the Cotton Cottage. Again, I will be looking them up and following them. So cute. I love it. Thank you so much, guys. Like, felt very spoiled. Is there anything more exciting than getting stuff through the post, honestly? Just so lovely. I have some more things from Charly. I'll show you those in haul. Also, massive thank you to Shell and to T and to Sarah and to Lorna for sending me vouchers to go and spend at our favourite Stitchy shops. Like, thank you so much. I actually already spent the 123 Stitch one from Lorna, and I'll show you what I got in a minute. And the others bought me some talking, sorry, no, that one's from Shell. And the others bought me some talking dog vouchers, and many things in my basket. I've just got to decide what to get. So thank you so much. I feel so spoiled by my lovely Stitchy friends. Massive thank you. And then let's move on to birthday haul. So these are all prezzies from my hubs that I've picked myself, because that's what we love to do, right? So since I've got them out, let me show you what I got from the formidable Charly Feathers. Absolutely gorgeous. So I ordered 2 needle minders from Charly. So stunning. We've got this hummingbird. The minute I saw this, it was like, yep, I have to have that. It's stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this lovely flamingo, and I'll show you what I got the flamingo to go with in a minute. Look at this. The pink is insane. Every time I look at this needle minder, I just smile. It's so beautiful. Her needle minders are so big, and so the magnet is like so strong. They're amazing. So please check out Charly's amazing original designs. Absolutely beautiful. There's literally no one like her. She's just absolutely epic at what she does. And then because she's a gem, she put these in there for me as well. These absolutely gorgeous floss drops. I love them so much. Thank you so much to Charly. Definitely check out her shop. You all know her anyway. You all bought from her, of course. Okay, so to go, the reason I needed the flamingo needle minder is to go with the lovely, I'm so excited for, I've had this for ages and I can finally show it to you. This is the Broderie Colour, which is the subscription box of Tom and Lily Creates. They have done a collaboration with one of my favourite designers, Yasmin Made with Love. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need that box in my life. And I was not disappointed. It is so beautiful. If anyone's considering subscribing to Broderie Colour, Broderie Colour, I highly recommend. It came all beautifully packaged. Obviously, I've ripped it open. And in the kit you get, I'm not sure if this one's still available or if they've moved on to the next month by now. I will double check and link down below. So you got incredible fabric, this lovely colour, this lovely aqua, linen, I think it's a 32 count, the incredible pattern. Is there another picture? Oh, I can't show you the pattern, but this, look how gorgeous. How beautiful is that? It's been so hard to not stitch on this, honestly. It's on my list for 2026, but whether it makes it before I start stitching on it, I don't know, because I just love it and I want to stitch it so badly. Let me show you a tiny little corner of the chart as well, just so you can see how lovely this colour chart is, how beautifully chunky and clear. I'm a big fan of a very clear, chunky, easy to read chart, of which Yaz's always are. Just makes life so much easier. And oops, what else did we get in here? We got our needle. We got this really sweet little flamingo charm. You see there? So cute. A pucker tea bag and the lovely Tom and Lily flosses, which I've not used before, but they look lovely and I cannot wait. A really, again, super clear and easy to read floss card. I'm so chuffed with that. I'm so chuffed with that. I'll be keeping an eye out on future boxes from them, because I'm really pleased. The pattern is gorgeous, but the products and the delivery from Broderie Colour is so nice as well. So thank you so much to them. What's next? Oh, so many beautiful goodies to show you. Just so you know, this was birthday and birthday money. I'm not this much of a complete like maniac. I mean, I buy a lot of haul, but not to this degree usually. So this gorgeous, hang on, what have I put inside here? Oh, of course. So these two gorgeous items are from Meg at So Luxe. Beautiful shop. That's where you get your amazing thread gloss, of which my summer stitching guys were lucky enough to have some of that in their box for this week. But she also does loads of other amazing cross stitch supplies. I had to get one of these bags. It says beautiful things come together one stitch at a time, and then you have it personalized. So I've got Laura on the back. It feels so nice. There was like 4 or 5 different colors, which was very hard to pick, but I've gone with the blue. Lovely gold tassel, really amazing quality, just love it so much. And of course, because as you can tell, I have a sickness, I make needle minders, like I make them for a living, and yet I still cannot resist buying other people's as well. And I certainly couldn't resist this one. And it's another butterfly. I just realised I've got 3 butterfly needle minders. That's fine. That's not too many. I could have a butterfly needle minder for every day of the week. How gorgeous is this? Lovely resin butterfly needle minder with gold. Amazing. Thank you so much to Meg. Oops. Absolutely love it. Put that away. What's nice is that when I've shown you all this stuff, I can start using it. Right, what's next? Okay, so I also got, let's get everything out, a gorgeous bag. This is my first Stitchamajig bag, and again, I've really gone to town on the theme without even realising here. It's butterflies. So some of my Stitchy pals have been getting these amazing bags, Stitchamajig, for a long time, and I hadn't got one yet, and it's my first one, and they are gorgeous. They're big, they're well made, they're nice and sturdy, the fabric is lovely, the zipper pull is lovely and big, and the incredible, let me see if I can show you. Look at that, I'm assuming machine embroidery. I'll just show you it under the vinyl. It's stunning. It is stunning, and it was so hard to choose a bag, and this will not be my first, and I think she's going to be at Big Stitch, which is a problem for me and my wallet. Yeah, just, and quilted as well, and just like gorgeous. Love them, absolutely love them. So I'm excited that I can now start using that. I've also got some absolute beauties. Oops. From the lovely Adele at Tailor-Made Stitching. Tailor-Made Stitches. I will link below. I went a bit crazy, but who, you know. So I've got 4 zipper pulls from her and a new scissor fob. Got a little zipper pull of a toadstool, which is going to go on an autumn project. I've got a little froggy, which matches the scissor fob I already have. And then I just had to get these because it was summer and I'm very weak. So I got a little blue ice cream and a little pink, blue and yellow ice lolly. So that's going to go on the bags for some of my summer stitching projects. And the reason I went on there in the first place is because I wanted this, and then those 4 just kind of like slipped into my basket. But I'll show you. Oh, I've just ripped the bag. Never mind. Look at this scissor fob. Little koala. He's like so stinking cute. He's so cute. So thank you so much for Adele at Tailor-Made. Again, I will be linking. God, I'm going to be linking a lot of stuff today. I'm going to be linking a hell of a lot of stuff down below. That's okay. That's a job for later. Oops. Just wanted to get my filming done before I had to start work, so at least I will have done that. So, right, there we are, those goodies. Oh God, still more to do, And I've got about half an hour till I have to start work, so good times. Right, let's crack on. What I love is that she also sends loads of really cute stickers, some of which I gave to my daughter, but there was no way she was having these ones. Little froggy, and work hard, stay positive. What a mantra. Love that. So thank you so much, Adele. Something else I've had for a while and wanted to share with you, but I couldn't because it was part of my birthday haul, is the Kate Blandford little sandwich box that I got. Some of you will have already seen this because other people have been sharing it, but I wasn't able to, so here we are. So in the mystery box we got, this was my first ever mystery Kate Blandford box, by the way, and I was definitely not disappointed. Some lovely black stalk scissors and a lovely glittery red cover. Scissor fob to go with them. Part of it we had to give our initial, and I've got a lovely L. We also got in this box some needle threaders, which I do use when especially when I'm using the slightly, or metallics, I have to use a needle threader, or when I'm using the slightly thicker that I showed earlier, the paint box threads, I like to use the needle threaders for that. So you get 3 little needle threaders, little grey, clear red and glittery red. This is funny. So I obviously opened this quickly and then gave it to my husband to put away for my birthday present. So I've had this a while. When I opened it quickly, and even when I looked at it the day I got to unwrap it, I still didn't realise this until I saw Jen at A Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole doing it. So really, really cute little jam toast needlewinder. But what I didn't realise until I saw Jen doing it is that the jam comes off and he's all sad because he hasn't got his jam. He's so cute. So magnets on both bits. It's so cute. I love that aspect of it. Absolutely excellent. And finally, the scissor fob, the floss rings rather, are absolutely stunning. Got a lovely selection. Got gingham, a frosted grey, a clear red, a frosted red, and a glitter red, and then that repeats. So yeah, beautiful box. So pleased with my first box that I've actually ordered the Halloween one. Yeah, really, really sweet, beautiful accessories. Yeah, what else can I say? Absolutely lovely. Well done, Kate. I don't know if she's got any of the Halloween ones left. I will link her down below and you can see if she has. Okay, oh God, we've still got a while to go, guys, and we're on an hour now. Oops. Okay, so first of all, I've got 2 charts to show you. These are the ones I mentioned that I got from Stitchy Princess Black. We've got the Flower Fairy, a beautiful spring pattern. You'll see what I mean about her unique style. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've got Eastern Bluebirds, again, perfect for spring. Absolutely lovely. I love that it, like her white stitches almost look like lace. Gorgeous. So they're going into stash. Hopefully one of them will be coming out at least to stitch in 2026 rotation. I've got 2 awesome books. These are stuff I bought with birthday money, by the way. So technically still birthday haul, I suppose. So first of all, I've got the Merry Stitchmas 24 fun and festive cross stitch designs from Emma Condon of Stitcherovia fame. I'm going to do videos for both of these books where I do a full flick through and show you all the photos of the charts and talk about the books in more detail. So this is just a quick little flash. These are examples of some of the patterns in there. You can't really go wrong with Emma Condon. Her designs are just stunning. And then I saw my Stitchy friends sharing this one and had to get it. It's the Witchy Stitching book by Meg Black, also known as the Witchy Stitcher. And there's some absolutely gorgeous patterns in here. It's a really, I'll go into more detail when I do the review video, but this one's more than just patterns. Like, she really goes into the sort of the mythology behind each pattern. She talks quite a lot about the different stitches that she uses, she just really goes, she talks about finishing. She just really goes into some serious detail in here, and it's just a gorgeous book. And it's just a couple of examples. I love this one. My husband's massively into plants at the minute, and I told him I'd stitch this carnivorous plants one to go with his amongst his plants. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Hang on, I need to find one just to show. Oh, there's so many cute ones. Look at these guys, vintage Halloween dolls. So spooky and cute. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. Oops, here we go. It's Dracula's castle. Look at that. All that red. Absolutely stunning. As I say, I will do a full review and flick through in 2 separate videos for both of those books in the coming weeks. Might even do one this evening if I finish work in time. So a couple of patterns that I bought from with said vouchers from 123 Stitch. These are ready for next year. It's the Heart in Hand Doodles Spring Bloom and the Heart in Hand Doodles Summer Grow. So these 2 plus the autumn winter ones I'm going to have as my seasonal projects for next year. And I also got some of the pinks I need for the bloom one, and then the rest I'm going to make up from stash, but I wanted to get the key ones in the variegated. That one, get in there, folks. 2 fabric clubs and 2 new project bags to show you, and then we're finally done. So I've got my thread club from my Cottage Garden Threads thread club from Talking Dog Stitchery. The note in this month is more beauties from the Cottage Garden Threads Secret Garden range. We're such a fan of these colours, inspired by the beloved novel. Hope you are too. One sad thing is that this is the last ever box I'm going to get for this thread club, because sadly they've had to discontinue the thread club because I don't think they had enough interest in order for them to buy in wholesale enough for it to make money, which is a real shame because it's been a lot of fun, but thankfully I think they still sell Cottage Garden threads, so I'm not being cut off of my supplier. I can still get my hit as and when I need it. Just to show you these ones, this is from their new, or the maybe not the newest, but the one just before the new collection, the Secret Garden collection. There's Filigree, lovely dark, it's hard to see in this light, it's a really, really dark green. Misselthwaite, a very dark sort of petrol blue. Secret, a dark inky purple. And then Forbidden, as always, is a mixture of those 3 in this gorgeous variegation. So they are stunning. I've also got my thread club for August from Weeks Dye Works, which is from Letitia at Corrie's Little Shop. I'll very quickly show you what's in the thread club for this month. These are done alphabetical on thread name. How amazing is this? Calypso. Look at those colours. It's like the Rainbow Rock. I just bought some of that. So that's on my mind from when I was in Clacton. Gorgeous. Cattail. Chablis. Pale pink. Celebration, another incredible variegated one. What's been really fun about this, I think I mentioned before, is that I didn't realise Weeks Dye Works did such like the really wild, like intense variegation, because they're not really used and called for in patterns that much. So I didn't really know they existed, but they do some amazing, like very variegated ones. This one is Cherry Vanilla. Again, lovely variegation. Cinnamon Twist. I can never say this word. It's a type of green. Chartreuse. I can never say this word, sorry. Cayenne, like cayenne pepper. Or cayenne. I can never say this word either. I'm never sure if it's acai or acai berry. There's some really nice variegation in there actually as well. You just can't really see it in this light. It's a nice sort of red to purple. And finally, Chantilly, which is lovely. So yeah, 10 more gorgeous colours for my Weeks Dye Works collection. Love this club. And last but definitely not least, I managed to snag 2 project bags from Sobe Bag, that's Pauline at Sobe Bags, latest drop. And I got these 2 very autumnal, really, well, maybe this one's more summer, really gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that fabric. Look at all the things to look at on there. It's just stunning. And they're so big as well, her bags. They're like massive. You can fit the biggest of big projects in there. Love it. And then this one is like pure autumn and just absolutely gorgeous. All the moons and the owls and their lovely signature lace trim. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And the lovely Pauline threw in a little present of some floss. I think this is actually silk. It feels amazing. Silk's for you to try out, which is awesome. It feels so soft. That makes me want to stitch with silks, to be totally honest with you. It's so gorgeous. Right. Oh my God. That was epic. That was an epic amount of haul. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was a lot. We're on 1 hour 9. Plans wise, my big plan, as I said earlier, is to finish the Big Stitch Big Tree. I'd love to get finished on that this coming month, and also just to get some more projects prepped and ready to for filling in and easy stitching when I'm at Stitch in London. So yeah, that's the plan. Thank you so much, as always, for sticking with me. If this was your first time watching me, as I say, I'd love you to hit that subscribe button, and yeah, then you'll know when I post my flip through videos for the 2 books and all other stuff I've got coming in the pipeline, including I will be doing Flossmas again, Flossmas, Stitchmas, whatever you want to call it, sort of advent videos, short, sharp advent videos. I've got 3 advent calendars to show you, not my own one, although I probably will show from my own one as well, but my own that I've bought to show you in Flossmas this year, so that'll be super fun. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Oh, didn't do my giveaway winner. Oh my God, can you imagine if I'd forgotten that? Sorry, I knew there was something. This is why I need my list, right? I shouldn't have strayed from my list. Giveaway winner that I picked. Where's she gone? So I don't actually have it. It's over there. I don't want to go and get it now. So I was giving away the pattern and fabric and floss for the current, or I think it might have just finished, Halloween stitch along from Historical Sampler Company. And the winner, as chosen by random from my comments in my last video, is Angela Jury. Angela Jury 7205. Well done, you're the winner. I have all 4 parts of the pattern now, so I will send those to you digitally, and I will print a copy off to put in with the rest of the kit, and I'll get that sent out to you. I'll drop you a message to get all your details. So congratulations to Angela on that. Can't believe I nearly forgot. I would have been livid with myself if I'd forgotten that. So that's where we're at. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you again next time in about a month's time. Happy stitching. Bye.